Okay, stratified sampling, right? Now we've seen this question recently, in recent mock, okay, and it's important to recognize it's a non-calculator question, all right? But, you know, he's going to select a sample of 30 pendants, right? So check on their quality. And it's important with stratified sampling that you recognize the proportion, in this case of pendants, that are going to be selected. So the proportion, right, or a fraction that are going to be selected. Now we've got 30 out of 240, okay, so that's the fraction that's going to be selected. And you know, non-calculator, we should be able to cancel this down fairly easily. So zeros will cancel. And 3 over 24, well, you can simplify this, can't you? Because 3 goes into both of them. 3 goes into 3 once, into 24 8 times. So Alan selecting 1/8 of the pendants, okay, to check on their qualities. And that's just important to recognize there. The sample represents 1/8 of the whole. Now, what we'll do then, to stratify this, okay, we will look then at each individual pendant type. Okay, so the start one is a triangle, to determine how many will get selected. So it's going to be the correct proportion. It's going to be selected 1/8. Okay, essentially. So we need to work out what 1/8 of 52 is, and that's how many are going to be selected there. So 1/8 of 52. Okay, essentially 1/8 of 52, it just means 52 divided by 8, doesn't it? That's what we mean there. And when I work that out, well, 8 goes into 52 6 times, which gives me 48. So there's 4 then left over out of 8. So 6 and 4/8. Now you can see that 4/8 is a half, isn't it? So 6 and a half. Okay, but let's just leave it like that. There's no need to simplify. Okay, and we're not going to round just yet. Okay, because you know here 6 and a half, you'd run and round up, wouldn't you? But we'll take our time on this to make sure we round the correct way. So with a circle, 96, so 1/8 of 96. Well, if you do 96 divided by 8, comes out as 12 exactly. Okay, with the rectangle, we've got 1/8 of 30. Well, 30 divided by 8. Well, 8 goes into 30 3 times, which is 24. So 6 then left over 8. So again, you'd be thinking you want to round that up to 4. And then the trapezium, 62. So 1/8 of 62. 62 divided by 8. Well, 8 goes into 62 7 times, which is 56. So 6 then left over 8. So we then need to round, okay, because you can't select 6 and 4/8 of a pendant. It's got to be whole. So because it's 4/8, that's like a half, yeah. Then you'd expect to round up to 7. Okay, that's what you'd expect to round. This obviously is going to be 12 because it's 12 whole. This then, well, 3 and 6/8. You'd expect that to round up to 4, yeah, because it's practically a whole. And then this then, 7 and 6/8, you'd expect then to round that up to an 8, yeah. Now you've got to check then, does this add up to 30? Okay, but when I add them up, it actually adds up to 31, doesn't it? It actually adds up to 1 too many. So that's no good, okay? It's no good because you only want to select 30. So what you need to do then is go back to see which one can we actually round down, okay? And clearly it's this one we should round down, okay, because this represents less of a fraction than these two here, okay. So instead of selecting 7 there, we're going to actually select 6, and then you could see then it would add up to 30 when you add them up. So 6 triangle, 12 circle, 4 rectangle, and 8 trapezium. Double check it adds up to 30, and we're done.